Sea turtles are endangered or threatened in nearly every ocean basin of the world. They spend most of their lives at sea, but little is known about the years between when they hatch and reach full maturity.
Well, a new study may help unlock this mystery. I sat down with VOA's Rosanne Skirble to talk about the latest research and how it may help scientists better understand what sea turtles need to survive.
What they're really interested in, the purpose of the study, is to follow the turtles through their so-called lost years. So the turtles are born on land. They scurry like wind-up toys into the ocean where they're basically lost. And they're about the size of the palm of your hand. And they don't come back for years until they're mature. A mature turtle won't lay her eggs until she's between 20 and 30 years old.
Wow.
So they're out for a long time. Tags were glued onto 17 baby loggerheads, which were tracked from Florida's Atlantic coast. The turtles stayed largely in the warmer surface waters. The satellite data also follows their movement in the large circular current in the North Atlantic. The lead author of the study, marine biologist Kate Mansfield, says about half the group moved into the Sargasso Sea at the center of this massive North Atlantic current.
That was pretty exciting, and it shows that the turtles have a little more variability in their movement patterns than this original idea of this large circular migration, one way, unidirectional migration around the Atlantic.
What was interesting about seeing the piece is these turtles are so cute, and they're moving so quickly and they get into the water. So I'm curious as to how they were able to keep these tags on the turtles.
That's a good question, because the scientists spent a lot of time figuring that out. Now, the tag, it's important to note, it couldn't be too light. It couldn't be too heavy. We don't want to sink the turtle. We don't want it to float too much.
Right, they tried to do a lot of testing.
They did a lot of testing. It had to be just right. And so what they did is they glued on these tags. And how did they do that? They experimented, and finally they figured out the shell of a turtle is the same as what your nails are made of.
Right.
So the glue or the acrylic that you use for putting fake nails on is the same thing that they use to keep these little tags on.
That is too funny. Very interesting. Now, what did we find out from this study about the turtles and their life cycle?
Well, once they got into the ocean, they followed them for between 20 and 220 days, or 27 to 220 days, to be exact. And what they saw is that they basically went in a circular, round and around and round in the Atlantic, from the tip of Florida to the eastern United States, some 4,300 kilometers that these little guys went. And they found out that they didn't all kind of stay within these basic currents. They went inside the current to what's called the Sargasso Sea. The Sargasso Sea turns out to be a popular refuge where young turtles can forage and find shelter in the mats of seaweed. Mansfield says identifying critical habitats like the Sargasso Sea is an important step for wildlife protection.
Perhaps this is a habitat, even though it's very transient and it moves and drifts with ocean currents, it's something that we need to consider as protection.
And you talk about this idea of protection, and we know these turtles are endangered. So what are some of the threats that they face?
Well, the largest threat is the threat of the loss of habitat, both on land and apparently on sea. This Sargasso Sea is a new, the scientists didn't quite know that they were going, or they couldn't prove that they were going there. So if conservationists can think about this as another place to protect the turtles, then perhaps the turtles can have a longer lifespan.
Of course. And what is their full lifespan? You said 20 to 30 years is when they mature, but do we know how long they can live?
Well, I think they can outlive humans for sure. Now that they've got this tag problem figured out, they want to figure out, well, how can they have this tag stick on even longer? Now remember, the turtle is growing and growing and growing until it gets to be about 1.5 meters when it finally gets back to...
It's a big difference from the little palm of your hand.
From the palm of your hand to 1.5 meters when it gets back to mate and lay its eggs. And they always basically come back to the same spot. The video that you're looking at is video from Brazil, where the scientists are now
doing because they're moving on.
They're moving on to other ocean basins, because the turtles are not just endangered on the east coast of the United States. This is a worldwide problem.
And our thanks to Rosanne Skirble. We want to add that because these turtles tracking devices are solar powered, they are also smaller, meaning the researchers could put them on the backs of these much younger, smaller turtles, which enabled this study to happen.
Amazing.